Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is Living to Learn. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your busy day, out of your busy lives to watch this video. Before we get started, in the first part of our three-part series about, not settling for less, it's definitely something we don't want to be doing. I want to invite you to look into the description of my video for a couple of things. First, you're going to find the handle for Instagram and TikTok, where I go by @LiveToLearnCoaching. You can follow me there for more content. That's also an opportunity for you to message me directly if there's a certain topic you want me to cover, if you have a question for me, or if you just want to give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. Also in the description of the video, 3 opportunities to donate, 3 opportunities to invest in this channel financially. What I mean by that is, if you want to take your support further than just watching my videos, sharing them, or subscribing to my channel, which I greatly appreciate, there's 3 opportunities in the description of the video to do so. It's not something you have to do, but for those of you who have already given me a financial investment, those of you who have put your money towards this channel and my support, I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. So let's get started. Last week I kind of gave an intro, a recap, not a recap, but a summary of what we're going to be talking about. Recap happens after the fact. About not settling, right? And so part 1 today, we're going to cover what are the dangers. Why is it such a bad thing to settle for less? And this is kind of, it might seem common, more like common sense. Like, well, of course it's bad to settle for less, but the problem is not all of us know that we're settling for less. We're going to talk about that a little bit more next week. But today I want to go through 3 things. The dangers of settling for less. This is why we don't want to settle for less, because of these 3 things. Number 1, it's going to directly impact our personal happiness. Anytime we settle for less, we're directly impacting our own personal happiness. Now, I don't know about you, but understanding that how short this life is, understanding that we only have one life to live, I want to be happy as often as I can. And I hope you do too. And I hope that you are happy for the most part, right? It's not always going to be happy, good times. We know that this is life. But to be happy, to have personal happiness is really, it's a gift. And it's really something that is important. It's valuable. So when we settle for less and it's impacting our personal happiness, this is something we need to avoid. We need to be aware of this. And how exactly will it impact our personal happiness? Well, 2 things it's going to create. And these are painful things that we have to deal with. Number 1, it's going to create dissatisfaction. We're not going to be satisfied. We might be halfway satisfied. We might just say, well, it's good enough. No problem there, right? Some of us don't even, I forget to mention the fact that some of us don't even believe that we should be satisfied. We don't think we deserve full satisfaction. So when we settle for less, it's going to create dissatisfaction in our personal lives. Okay. How else is it going to impact our personal happiness? It's going to create regret. Now, regret is one of the most painful things that we can experience as human beings. For the fact that when we are regretful of something, when we regret something, most of the time it's something that we can't go back and fix. It's something we can do. We can do nothing about it. So those are 2 ways that settling for less is going to impact our personal happiness. It's going to create dissatisfaction and it's going to create regret. Number 2, everybody say hi to my son. Number 2, it's going to stunt or hinder our growth. What do I mean by that? What does it mean to stunt our growth? What does it mean to hinder our growth? Well, it's going to keep us from growing either personally or professionally. Settling for less is one of the main, biggest, dangerous things. One of the things that we need to really watch out for as to why we shouldn't settle is it's going to hinder our growth. That can be in our personal lives, whether it's relationships or creating more relationships, whatever that looks like in our personal life, or whatever that looks like in our professional lives. Right? We're afraid to take chances. We're afraid to, well, this is good enough for me. I do want to get further, but I got to stay here. Right? And again, I mentioned my ideal client as a life coach. It comes from a former coworker that I used to work with who his passion was for something that we weren't doing, right? We were working this job. It was a good job, but it was not what we were passionate about. But he never would consider doing something else because, again, it pays the bills. It's a job. It's guaranteed. Whatever it might be, whatever we tell ourselves, right? We end up settling for less. And again, this is going to stunt our growth, either personally or professionally. We don't want to do that. The third thing, right? What are the dangers of settling for less? The third thing that I want to mention is we are going to miss opportunities. When we settle for less, we can guarantee we're going to miss opportunities. We're going to miss opportunities that might lead to greater success. Okay, so see, here's the thing. And this is, again, this is what my channel is to help you unravel whatever it is that's keeping you from attaining greater success, if that's something that you want to pursue. When we settle for less, we are missing opportunities that are going to lead, quite possibly will lead to greater success. We're going to miss things that are going to quite possibly lead to greater fulfillment. This is what we want in life. We only live one life. Why not have more success? Why not have more fulfillment? Well, I'll tell you what, we're not going to have those things, or we're really going to make it difficult for ourselves if we decide to settle. So again, let me go back through the 3 things that I mentioned today in today's video in the dangers of settling for less. Number 1, it's going to directly impact our personal happiness. It's going to create dissatisfaction. It's going to create regret. Number 2, it's going to stunt or hinder our growth professionally or personally. Say hi to my assistant, guys. Whether it's a missed opportunity for a better relationship or something more fulfilling in our personal lives, or a missed opportunity, a career step, a step in the right direction professionally because we decided to settle. And number 3, we're going to miss opportunities. And I think, in my opinion, this is the worst because it kind of encapsulates everything. Missed opportunities. Missed opportunities. Potential for greater success. Potential for more fulfillment in our lives. That is something that we cannot afford to miss, because opportunities that are missed are not always guaranteed to come back. They're not always guaranteed to happen again. Excuse me. We're not guaranteed anything. So if we're not preparing for an opportunity, we're preparing to miss out on those opportunities. And that's exactly what happens when we settle. So don't settle for less. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope you've been able to take away some key things in the videos and these messages that I'm sharing. I hope you know that it's sincere. It's coming from the heart. It's not coming from a place of, oh, I've arrived or I'm at this level already, so I'm looking down, telling you guys down there. No, I'm on we're at eye level with each other. I'm on level ground. I have to keep and be mindful of these things as well. But I have been, and I've become aware of them, and so I'm sharing some of the things that have helped me not settle. And so I hope it's been helpful for you as well. If there's someone that you think could benefit from listening or watching this video, hearing my message, please share it with them. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Share a personal experience with me. I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear the feedback. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to cover. And stay tuned for the rest of the series. We've got 2 more parts coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I hope this has helped. Remember, we can't settle. We can't do it. It's dangerous. We don't want to miss opportunities. We don't want to be unsatisfied. We do not want to have regret in our lives. It's a short one, and we only get one. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.